some early morning tea. You guys, it is 7:45 a.m. in the state of Florida, in Duval. It's in the morning. And you guys, if I just happen to catch you while you driving to work, look at you. We're going to have some morning tea. We're going to have some, this is going to be some good sweet tea. This is just going to be some morning tea where we're just talking about different things. I want to talk about some mamas, some grandmamas, some good tea though. We having some good tea now. We're going to just talk about, what it's like to just be a grandma, to be a mom, to have that family, to have that type vibe. Talk about this morning. So like I said, if you at work and you're in your little quiet place, you know what I'm saying, you're in your little quiet place, you're a teacher, kids ain't even show up yet, girl, go lock that door, man, lock that door, and let's get the morning tea started. If you had a corporate business and you one of the ones that go to work early, you know how when you work and you just like to be to work 30 minutes early, an hour early, you like to unwind, relax, crank it up, baby, let's have the tea. It's morning tea. You guys, today is Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. We're working our way towards Wednesday. If you're off, if you retired, and you're a whole grandma, and you just ain't got shit else to do like me, let's just have some morning tea. Let's have some morning tea. Or let's say you do work, but you don't go to work till tonight or in the afternoon, and you just happen to be up because you can't sleep. Get your cup. Let's have some morning tea. I just want to talk about the tea. Now, we all know, sweet tea cup, I'm going with. Now, you know I may rant just a little bit. You know I'm going to troll, so stop. Just stop. You know that. And like I said, you guys, when you come into chat, make sure you say, hello, sweet tea cup, good morning. Hello, auntie, grandma, mama, Miss Lolo. Period. Baby. Honey, since I've been old enough to know my name, I go by Lolo. And that's capital Lolo, Lolo. Now, don't play with my fucking name now. I remember I used to be little. I remember when I believe I was a teenager. I was a young teenager. I was out of my preteen, but I was like maybe about 14 and 15. Let me tell you, I can't remember. I'm trying to think. I can't remember who the fuck that young man was, but that was this one goddamn guy. And you know what? When I think about it, that little ugly motherfucker probably had a crush on me. But he used to call me. Oh, I know exactly who he was now. I know exactly the fuck he is. Baby, I would have never. If you listen to me, I told you I used to be shadow as fuck. I was. Listen, I looked at damn near 10 years younger than than the age I am. Always been that way. I was a little way younger. I'm little. I told you I had one cousin, God bless the day, he used to call me One Bone. Because he said I had to be so little. I had one bone in my body, so he would call me One Bone. And he used to say, I promise you guys, I cannot lie to you. Now, one of my cousins, I know for sure one of my cousins, she's my lives. So she's going to know I'm speaking the truth. Hello, Juicy, if you listen to the lie. I know my cousin used to say, he used to say, you the only cousin I got that's skinny. All the rest of them motherfuckers big as hell. Well, see, that's the kind of family we had, honey. We grew up in the hood, and we were family, and we were close, and we was able to just say some shit. It didn't bother me. He called me One Bone. I liked that fucking name, One Bone. I literally, but I ain't gonna tell you because you be trying to Google shit and look for shit. Just know I like the name One Bone. But I always been low, okay? But you can call me Sweet Teacup. Just make sure you're nice. You know, if you over there standing outside my gate, I don't know why you standing outside my damn gate. I never lock it. I'm Grandma Sweet Teacup. I want you to come in. Why do you think I boil so much tea? Why do you think I always keep a tea kettle boiling? So we can have some tea. Come on in. Now you know, when you come on through the gate, you need to subscribe to the channel. You need to put on your notification. You need to like all the videos. And then we can get into the tea. Or, if you choose, because like I say, I want you to come when you're ready. You can stand on the outside of my gate, but you know the rule. Shut the fuck up. Don't come with the bullshit. And we get into the tea. And like I said, you guys, I'm just up this with a course on DoorDash. I'm out here checking these calls. Listen, if I do not go live early in the morning, especially when no one is fucking with mine, especially when no one is messing with none of my God kids, you ain't doing the most out here in the YouTube community. If I don't go live, that means I'm not DoorDashing early this morning. That means I'm resting. That means I'm trying to get to a place where I ain't got to DoorDash no more. But if I go live, that means I'm out here checking these coins. I'm chasing these coins, baby. Because you got to make for what you want, honey. You got to listen. God is going to bless you. God is going to help you, but you got to know how to help yourself. You got to put forth the effort, and you got to see it through. So yes, I'm out here chasing these coins, and I just want to come this morning to have some tea. So when you get into the chat, go ahead and say hello, sweet tea. We can get into this tea now. Why? Because I got shit else to do. And like I say, shout out. I want to say shout out to my girl, your girl, our queen. I know they hate that shit when we say queen. Yeah, a fucking queen. Shout out to my goddaughter, Big Girl Royalty, standing on big business. Shout out to Royalty. Shout out to the 5 god grandkids. I love them. Shout out to Jaleel, Big J Dub. Shout out to Pretty Boy Leon. Shout out to Big Nation. And shout out to Little Princess. I'm a Barbie girl. Bobby Word, shout out to you, Princess Cordelia, and shout out to baby Spider-Man. We all know why I don't say the initials. We all know, God damn it, the alphabets don't be fucking tainted. You know what, people today, you know what, probably for the rest of our lives, and has life continue to go on and on, we gonna be teaching our kids the ABCs, but we don't have the whole fucking clown don't ruin damn ABCs. We got 2 letters in the damn alphabet. We need some, you know what? I think we need some substitution. We need to come up with something to substitute the letter C and the letter J at the end of the day. So if anybody come up with anything, you may be considered a genius. You may wind up making a lot of money on YouTube and making a lot of money in real life, inventing 2 new letters to substitute those tainted ass letters. I can't make this shit up. Listen, has mom have their children today? I'm sure has mothers and fathers are having babies right now. If they son or daughter name begin with the letter C or J, they are not going to call it that damn initial. That shit is ruined. But like I said, you guys, come into the tea. Let's have some tea. I want to say shout out to all the grandmothers. Shout out to all the beautiful, wonderful grandmothers. Shout out to all the handsome, wonderful fathers, grandfathers. Shout out to the mothers. Shout out to the aunties, to the uncles, to the big sister, the big brothers. Shout out to the good foster parents. Shout out to anyone that is out here supporting these kids, providing for these kids, parenting these kids, doing the most, putting the kids first. Shout out to you. You are truly a blessing. If you fuck up, you abandon your kids, you don't do shit for your kids, you fuck up, you let your grandkids sit up in foster care. Just kiss my ass. I don't give a damn. This is my tea. I'm going to speak my tea. If you fuck up and you took the fuck off and you even left fucking, you know, that's some fucked up shit. That is some fucked up shit. Not only that you abandoned a child, you left fucking state. You talking about a motherfucker that didn't want to have nothing to do with the baby and didn't want to pay no child support. Damn, you could have stayed in the city, but you left the fucking state. So you got, like I said, when you come into the chat, let's have this tea. And I want to say a special shout out to Mama Jones. Now that's funny, my mom. Mama Jones do not know Sweet Teacup. I ain't trying to fucking collab with her. I ain't trying to do no shit like that. I just like her channel. I've been looking at Mama Jones ever since when she first came out and she started cooking. Because she could fucking cook. She cooked things I don't have a fucking clue. I ain't never had gator, deer, none of that shit. I ain't eat no coon. That's just me. But I like watching her cook because she cook from the heart and she go completely home cooking. She do it her way, and I love it. So shout out to her. Shout out to you, Funny Mike. You're very clever, wonderful father, young man. I just love saying that. I just like to fucking troll too. Funny Mike, you are a wonderful father, unlike a fucking clown. Shout out to you for getting that baby. That diamond, it's the diamond button for me, goddammit. It's the goddamn diamond button on that goddamn wow. Period. Okay? Funny Mike is standing on business. Shout out to you. Never underestimate someone who may have started later than you, or someone you may have surpassed, or someone that you just may feel like, oh, they can't do shit for me. You got to be careful with that. You got, that's a true statement. When someone say, be careful how you treat someone when you go on up the ladder. Just imagine hypothetically. This is damn well in imagination when I make this statement. Because Funny Mike ain't gonna do shit for that fucking clown. So we're not gonna say him. Let's say someone else. Let's just say someone else hit that 10 million subscriber. Just imagine if a fucking clown had have been humble and nice and genuine. Just imagine after someone hit that 10 million and got that diamond YouTube button, they could have easily reached out to a clown and collab with the clown. And who knows, it could have gained the clown the push that he needed. Learn from a clown. Be careful how you treat anyone, friends, family, co-workers. Be careful how you treat anyone when you are climbing up in life. I promise you. Be careful if someone reach out to you and they say they need your help. I'm just saying. You may don't have money or time or whatever what you feel that you can't help them, but nothing hurt a phone call. Nothing hurt to reach out and say, hey, hope you're okay. Hope you're doing good. Because I'm telling you, the table will turn when the person is, especially if they're a good person, because when the table, just because they're down, you know, a lot of time, hey, good morning, Stephanie. Good morning. Welcome to the team. God will have you go through and experience a journey for a reason. For a reason. For different reasons. When you're going through trials and tribulations, this is just only my advice, and you're going through a journey that's not pleasant, my only thing I can suggest to you, embrace it. Learn from it. See what you can do differently so the next time, if God is willing, you will not have to experience that journey. Sometimes God will allow you to walk in someone else's shoe, just so that you can have an idea. Sometimes God puts you through a journey so that you can be ready for battle when it's time to have battle. So that you can be ready. So like I said, you guys, be careful. Be very careful and humble how you treat someone while you are going up the ladder, because I promise you, I don't care who you are. I don't care how much money you got or what you think you have. You could be the richest person on earth. You can have all this money. You can have your shit together. You can be retired. You got all this money in the bank. You got your house. But what's going to happen when illness befall your ass? What's going to happen when you die? You can't take the money with you. What's going to happen when there's a illness that befall you and now you got to reach out to someone? So I'm just saying, we just doing the little tea. And you're reaching out to all the people. I'm just saying, whoever they are. You may reach out to your friends or the people that you feel that is on your level. You know, see, this, I'm going to teach you a story. There's an old story that was called, it was about an elephant and a mouse. And this is a folk's tale, but there's meaning behind this story. And I want you to stay focused. Because one thing about Sweet Teacup, when you come to my channel, you leave with something. You're going to always leave with something that I'm going to bring new to you. Go get you something new to say. Damn. I hadn't thought about it that way. But there's an old mind story about courageous, whether it was an elephant or a lion, and there was a little mouse. I heard both. I heard it with a story with a big elephant and a little mouse, and I heard it with a big, courageous lion and a little mouse. So you got all this money. Something befall you. I don't know, maybe you tripped, maybe you broke a hip, and just anything. All these people, whoever that was in your circle that you felt that was on your level, because, I'm just saying, maybe you felt they didn't want nothing from you. Maybe you felt that they was moving in the direction that you was moving. And maybe you felt, well, I want to reach out to someone who's not where I'm at right now, but I just don't want to be using. And I can't let them tie me down. I can't let them hold me back. But you got to ask yourself, where the fuck are you going? Where are you going? If you live long enough, you're just going to get older, and life's still going to be life. So where are you going? What are you racing to? What are you rushing to that you turn your back? Yes, I'm just saying, some of us, none of us not perfect. Even Sweet Teacup. Sometimes you can turn your back on friends and family members, and you don't even know that because you're so far up into your personal stuff. You feel you don't have the time and the energy. It's not your responsibility. But all it took was an embrace. Have you ever thought about, let me just explain this. And like I say, a lot of time, everything is not about materialistic things. It's not about money. It's not about money, a house, a car. Sometimes people just need to connect. Sometimes people just want to know that you care. And I don't mean you care because, I don't know, I'm just saying hypothetically. It's that time of year when the family get together, so that's when you reach out. Or you reach out with another family member. It's just always been that way. We do this because we always get with this family member first, and then everybody else link up. But what happens when that one family member that you link up with, that link everybody else, is not there anymore? What happened to that link? See, you want to make sure nobody get left behind, because when it's time for you, if you live long enough, it don't matter who you are, how much money you got, you're going to have trials and tribulations all through your life. What's going to happen when it's time for you to go through your journey, and the one person, just hypothetically, just a minute, you guys. Hold on just a minute. I apologize. The one person that you just didn't take that extra little moment and say, well, maybe I should have, instead of me worrying about materialistic things, maybe I should have just opened and embraced them and say, hey, pop, catch a flight, come for a visit. Take a couple of days off. I don't have money. I don't have this. I can't give you this. But you know what? My doors are open. Come in. Take a break. Let's have some tea. Let's chat. Good morning, Michelle. Hey, baby, Sweet Teacup and Chat. A blessed morning. Good morning to you, baby. I'm just having some tea this morning. So let's say when it's time for your trial and tribulation, and all the people that you thought that was going to be there for you, and I'm not trying to diss anyone. I'm just speaking facts, baby. And I have to spill the tea because I'm that girl with wings to fly on the wall. And when it's time for me to spill the tea, I got to spill the tea. And you may think that you got everything covered, because even the best of us, on down to preachers, the deacon, to whoever, teachers, lawyers, scientists, we may think that we got everything under control, but one thing you cannot control is God's will. And when you need that embrace, that understanding, all the people that you invested into And you thought they was going to be there. But then that one person, the one person that you felt that was holding you back, the one person that you felt, and it may not be described as holding you back, just a description of, I just don't have time for that right now. You know, I got a lot going on in my life. I got a lot of this. But this one person, when it's in your time of need for a trial and tribulation, everybody else, they're around, but they don't cop a flight. They don't volunteer. But then that one person that you kind of just overlook, bypass, because you know you just didn't have time and the energy. You had things you had to do. There's a lot going on. I'm just saying, just stay with me now. That one person is the exact person that you need to embrace you and do what you need, because that one person just happened to be in the position where God has set them up, whether they just have the time, they have the space, they have the strength. And what I mean by strength, someone fall and break their hip or hurt their knee. Yeah, you got other individuals, but are they strong enough to lift you up? But you know that one person, that little mouth that you bypassed because, you know, life was moving fast, a lot was going on. You just didn't have the time. You felt they was hindering you or whatever. But here's that little old mouth. We all know that. If you don't know the story, let me teach you the story. There's a story. It's a very short story where there was a big, courageous lion. I'm going to do the lion in the mouth. He was the most toughest, the wildest, and the strongest beast in the forest. We're going to say the forest. Everyone feared that lion. But then there was a little bitty mouse. See, the lowest and the smallest little creature you could have been in the forest in this story was a mouse. Because you didn't have no wealth. You were just a little bitty old mouse. You didn't have no strength. Because you were just a little teeny tiny mouse. You wasn't handsome. You didn't look like that amazing, courageous lion that had a mane of golden hair, had the body figure of the muscles, stand up tall, could pounce on you at any time. It was just a little bitty old mouse. Just a little bitty of something. At that point, the mouse was the lowest little creature in the forest that every other creature felt that this mouse could not do anything for anyone. That everyone had to do something for the mouse. Whether they had to make sure they didn't step on the mouse, they didn't eat the mouse, maybe they had to leave a little scrap of food or something for the mouse. But one day, this courageous, big old, tough lion, king of the forest, got a splendor, a simple little splendor in one of his paws. And that splendor was so sharp. Stay with me now, because I'm going to walk you through it. It was so sharp and tiny and small. No matter what that courageous lion did, he could not get that splendor out. He called just about every animal that he could think of that was his friend, family. He called every animal. He called a zebra, a tiger, a snake, a gator. He called a saber-toothed tiger. He called all type of animal, a hippopotamus. He called every animal he could think of to help him. But the problem was, you guys, all their claws and paws was too big to pull out that one little tiny, sharp, little, small splendor. And that lion roared. He was in deep pain. He was in so much pain, and he didn't know what he was going to do. Now, the more to this story, long time ago, This lion did something for this little mouse. Stay with me now. And the mouse said, I'm going to be forever grateful. But even though that lion did that for that mouse, that lion said to himself, what the fuck is a little mouse going to do for me? It's just a little mouse. So the lion went on by his life, and the little mouse stayed a mouse. So here we go. No one can help this courageous lion but this one little mouse. Not the little mouse that didn't have anything compared to the other animals. They felt this mouse didn't measure up to them. Oh, well, this mouth is just little. It don't have nothing. You know, it need us to eat. It need us to feed. It need us so this mouse can have a shelter. It's just a mouse. It always been a mouse. But here comes this little old mouse, comes up to the courageous lion and say, I'll help you. Not the little old tiny mouse that everybody forgot about. Not the little old mouse that didn't have buckets and caves and trees and bushes of food because the mouse was too tiny to hunt for itself. Not the little old tiny mouse that didn't have a big old nest like the hawks and the eagles were built so that when they had their babies, they wouldn't realize to go into the nest. Not the little old mouse that didn't even have a cave because there wasn't no big grizzly bear. And it was so tough, it controlled the cave. Not the little old mouse had nothing. It just lived in the swamp. Stay with me now. But this little old mouse that everybody forgot about because, you know, they moved on with their life. All the other creatures, they had so much going on, so much to do. They just didn't have time. Now, stay with me now. It's not that they didn't like the mouse, but they didn't give the mouse any attention. They felt, well, you know, I got to move on with my life. I got to take care of mine. I don't have the time. I don't have the energy. I only can do so much. I can't keep feeding the little mouse. I can't keep finding somewhere for this mouse to sleep. So they moved on with their life. But here comes this little old mouse. He said, I can help. Here comes this little old mouse. Ain't got nothing. Not a thing. But this little old mouse got these teeny tiny sharp little teeth. Teeny tiny sharp teeth. Little old mouse takes his mouth, not his mouth, his precious mouth, and put it on the paw of the courageous lion. Now keep in mind, this courageous lion pounced and run and do everything all over the place. Hey, good morning, Michelle. Good morning, Victoria Ruffins. Good morning, good morning. I'm doing an early morning story. This little old mouse didn't even stop to say, oh, but wait a minute. What about my little hole I dug over here? You know, my little dirt of a hole. Oh, wait a minute. What about, I got my one little piece of cheese that I say. This little old mouse didn't hesitate to share anything that they had. This little old mouse came to this courageous lion need when that lion was in need. No matter what. And the little old mouse didn't ask for nothing. But he took his little old sharp teeth, grabbed a hold of that little sharp splendor. It was so tiny. But because it was so tiny and so pointed and so sharp, it hurt more than anything that lion ever thought he can feel for his whole entire life. That little old mouse grabbed a hold of that little teeny tiny splendor, and in one pull that splendor out. So do you see? Don't ever underestimate someone because they may not be on your level. Don't ever underestimate someone that don't have what you have at the time, what you got. Don't ever allow yourself to be in a situation are in the funk of a mind. Well, I did the best I could, but this all I could do, because this little old mouth's gonna take me down if I keep working with this mouth and feeding this mouth. See, maybe that little old mouth was the little creature, because God created that little old mouth just like he created you, just like that God created a big old courageous lion, a hippopotamus, a gator that can be tough and rough, that can swim fast as hell in water, and if you're in water, it pretty much could take your ass down. That created the cheetah, that's supposed to be, I believe, hypothetically, the fastest creature in the forest, in the jungle. That created a fucking snake. We all know about snakes. They will stab you in the back. See, God created all creatures and people. So, God created that little old mouse to be little and tiny, and probably couldn't have helped not one creature at the time, because God had a purpose for that little old mouse. A purpose. And that little old mouse was the only one that was able to pull that little old sharp splinter out of that courageous lion's paw. Never underestimate someone that you may feel will hold you back, hold you down, prevent you from growing, whatever what you think you're growing or where you're running to, because life goes in a circle. Just a minute, you guys. Just a minute. I'm still here, you guys. So, it's a good thing and the blessing that God created all creatures and all people. It's a good thing that God allow us. If you live long enough, you're going to go through trials and tribulation. You may think, and let me tell you something about this little mouse. This little mouse was a good little creature. This little mouse didn't go around and steal people food. It didn't steal animal food. This little mouse didn't go around and terrorize animals. This little mouse did nothing. The little mouse just was small, and it went through trial and tribulation. The little mouse was just going through a struggle. And that's just a life lesson. That's life. Hey, Michelle Grant, that clown is a sick child. He needs mental health. Exactly. So the moral to my story, you guys, people don't always need materialistic things when they need help. They don't always need money, clothes. They need attention. Someone that's going to reach out to them and say, you know what? You matter to me. I care. The power of words are amazing. Well, we watch a whole clown that never received that until he came across a single mother and a grandmother and 3 older raw kids. We watch a whole manipulating, cheating, lying clown that once that came into his life, he elevated. He became a new person. This is why you don't bite the hand that feeds you. So even when you are elevating and you are growing in life, if someone brought you freedom, if someone came to you at a time of need when you needed it, stay with me now. We all know if somebody came to us when it was a time that was needed. You can't weigh that. You can't say, oh, well, the only thing I need them to do is this, but they want me to do that. See, you can't weigh it that way. That's not how God moves. When someone was there for you When there was a time of need and they stepped up, you ask one time and they show up like a whole clown. My goddaughter Royalty gave him shelter. She paid his child support for 2 years so that he would not lose his freedom, allegedly. So he would not go to jail. She gave him food. We witnessed a whole clown on the internet said that he became a babysitter while she worked. That means she supplied. She was the breadwinner. She paid the bills. She had the home. So this single mother they came because they stalked her life. She opened up her world. She shared her world to a complete stranger because, see, that was a little, she thought it was a stray animal that was in need of help. But because she was a godly person, because she is sweet on the inside as well on the outside, she opened up her heart and embraced this individual. She shared, let me even go deeper. This single mother had 3 kids when this clown came into her life. She did not have to share her love, the love that she had for her children. She even shared her love and her embraces with this clown. She did not have to do that. That was not her fucking child. She didn't birth this fucking clown. She didn't even fucking know this goddamn clown. And this clown have the audacity in 2024 to come to the fucking internet and say allegedly out of his mouth, I gave her the fucking channel. You guys, I can't make this shit up. You gave her a YouTube channel, but she gave you life. She gave you a second chance and she succeeded. She gave you a fucking family. A family you was denied. Kiss my ass. I gotta spill my fucking tea. A family you were denied by your fucking mother. Your biological fucked up ass mother. She shared and spent money that she worked for. Allegedly, goddammit, clown. You came to the internet and said you did not have a job. You became a fucking babysitter. That means she supported and took care of your ass, and you had a whole fucking kiss my ass. You had a whole fucking family, and nobody stepped up to do that shit. And to make this shit better, allegedly, you said your fucking brother put you on. Then why the fuck did your brother not take care of your ass? Have anybody even thought about that? You say, oh, my brother put me on. Why the fuck your brother didn't open up the fucking door? I tell you why. Because allegedly the way that shit went down, goddammit, you piggyback off my goddaughter. She gave your home, and then you call your 50 ass card reading ass. Well, you call your fucking ass brother to come to fucking Vegas, and then he piggyback off her ass too. Let's just make it what it is. Let's fucking talk about it. Because if your fucking brother was already in fucking place in Vegas, and this motherfucker put you on, would you have not been staying with your fucking brother? Would he have not been supporting your ass? No, because that's not how that shit went down. We don't come to the internet and we don't tell our little young subscribers that. We don't sit them down and tell them, let me tell you my story, how I stalked and made a bag off a single mother and her 3 kids. No, what you do allegedly, you throw fucking raid parties with fucking minors. Kiss my ass. They are minors. They are fucking children. It was a fucking raid. They were standing on furniture on purpose. Dressed inappropriate with a group, and I don't mean a group, 19 plus children, allegedly. Allegedly, the clown came to the internet, see, for views, content, and money. I want to know if the clown is a whole fucking man-child. Why the fuck, out of all parties this clown chose to have, why was it a children party? Allegedly, if it was for a DNA, why the fuck was you there the whole fucking time? Why are you always there from the minute the fucking party start to the minute the fucking party end? You are present. I don't know no parent that does that. I was born in the 60s. When I grew the fuck up, I can't lie to you. And I know Carmen is in here. If you went to a teen party, a preteen party, a teen, whether you did for your kids or you went. When I grew up, when we went to a party, the fucking parents was not in the same room with us. Wasn't nobody, mom and daddy, all in the midst of the fucking party to hey you all, who are you? What kind of bullshit? Let me tell you, back in the day, if that would have been me, I would just came out and say, your fucking daddy is lame as fuck. Why the fuck is your pedophile ass father here at this goddamn party? I thought this was a kid party. Nobody else be in the room at a fucking house party in the midst of the party, all in front of the camera, all in front of the kids, interacting with the children. That should be fucking illegal. That fucking video should be struck the fuck down. It's sending out the wrong message to children. I have a right to speak my opinion. If a child look at that video and see a whole grown-up man-child having a party, don't get mad with me. He's the fucking adult. He the one say I'm giving my DNA a party. That means fucking man-child, you giving a party. And he inviting all these kids into his home. Kids all stand up on furniture having a good time. What kind of message that's going to send to the kids? What child is going to be cautious when a grown-up approach them and say, hey, I'm having a party for my daughter. Would you like to come? What kind of message are we teaching the youth? Oh, because it's an adult and because he say, I'm giving the party to my DNA, it's okay, you can come? So what's going to happen when a bunch of random kids ain't got shit to do with allegedly those rented kids are manipulated and convinced to go to a house party because somebody seen it on YouTube, watch a whole clown pull that shit off, and they decided, oh, what a way I could get kids. I'm going to have a party and say, this is my daughter, my son, you invited, and we're going to have a good time. We're going to stand on furniture. We're going to clown. I'm going to fall down. You're going to rip my fucking shirt off. We just going to have a great party. What's going to happen when someone does that and a truckload of children are taken? Who is going to be held accountable? Who are going to be responsible? Well, if you ask me, it's going to be the clown and it's going to be all their fucking parents. Because it's sending out the wrong message. And then allegedly, I thought it was illegal for someone to have a boxing or a wrestling or a cage fighting or a karate fighting, if you ask me, competition where children are attacking each other. This is not a school activity. They not getting no honor society award. They not getting an A on no class homework project. This is all for what? For someone who want to live a life of luxury For someone who manipulated and convinced these kids allegedly with money, cell phones, I don't know, Roblox cards, game cards, what? Oh, I'm sorry, what? You too famous? You couldn't make your motherfucking self famous. How the hell you gonna make anybody famous? That was royalty and my 3 grandkids that was famous. And you just happen to have your ugly ass in the camera. Kiss my ass. Call them ugly if I fucking want to. God damn it. Who's gonna be responsible if somebody come home and say, you know, I came home from work, I ain't heard from my daughter. I don't know what's going on. She said she went to some party. She never showed up. Who's going to be responsible? We get Amber Alerts every day. Every day there's put a 1 in the chat if you agree with me. Just about every day I get Amber Alert on my phone about somebody teen been taken and missing. Put a 1 in the chat if you get that shit on your phone. Because I get a shit load of that in the state of Florida every day. I promise you there's an Amber Alert come across my phone about a teen being missing or taken or kidnapped. Put a 1 in the chat. So what kind of message are we sending? We sending out mixed messages. We have a whole YouTube content creator showing that it's okay for a bunch of kids underage to go to an adult man house. Say the shit that you want to. I don't give a damn if he got a damn daughter. He is still a fucking adult fucking man. A fucking stranger danger. Stranger danger. They teach toddlers those 2 words. That it's okay for them to just show up, be on film, and have a party. Isn't that the shit? Now stay with me now. Isn't that the shit that we see all on the news? Isn't that our grown ass people being arrested for that shit right now? Isn't that what pedophiles do? Stay with me now. If I'm not mistaken, I only go by what I've seen on the news and what I read about and seen. Pedophiles are entertaining children, partying with them, taking pictures of them, posting the pictures, sharing the pictures, and they go to jail. They are prosecuted. So how is it? I'm just saying because I'm confused here. What is going on? Is that not the same thing? You're having a party, you invite these random kids, you taking pictures of them, you show the video, allegedly, they're standing on furniture, they're having a good time, they dancing around. I did not see not one police officer. I didn't see no CPS worker. I didn't see no security guard. I didn't see anyone in that video showing that they was there to show that they're on security duty, that they're there to protect the children. When someone say, I am here, I got my security license, I'm a mom, this is my child, this is my other mom friend, this is my husband. We are here to make sure there's no foolishness going around, that you should not have a kid party with a bunch of kids dancing and partying around all on the furniture, running a bucket like they little adult people with somebody, adult father. There was no one there in that video taking accountability to say that they were supervising. And I'm just curious about something. I want you guys to go. You know what? See, I don't want to do that because I don't want nobody to look at that video. But allegedly, in the video, someone said that it was in the video where a clown supposedly maybe have taken my god grandkids to someone else to babysit. What proof do we have? We never really seen those rooms in that rented mansion house. How do we know that the twins never left? How do we know they never left the fucking mansion? If you think about it, the way the video was showed, it was just someone knocking on a bedroom door. Stay with me now. Because don't when you go to a fucking somebody's house, you pull up in a front fucking yard where there's grass. Don't you go to a fucking front door and you ring the doorbell? Don't you get out of a fucking car and get out of the garage or something? No. Allegedly, in the video, it just shows someone knocking at a bedroom door. And the door was open, and all we seen was a bed and a dresser. Do that shit not sound familiar? How do we know that those twins ever left that rented mansion house? How we know they just wasn't upstairs in a goddamn room? I'm just saying. How the fuck? We don't know. Because we don't. But you know what? I'm that girl with wings and I'm that fly on that wall. Allegedly, if you ask me, and this is my honest opinion, I believe the twins never left that rented ass house. I believe they was in one of them goddamn rooms that they normally don't film. And I believe that damn white bitch and her mama, the white hoe with the dirty feet, are still at that mansion. And I believe they was upstairs somewhere. Don't get mad with me if somebody say it's a 3-level. That they was upstairs in the room. Them twin was in that house while that whole fucking kid raid party was going on. That's my fucking opinion. That's my gut feeling. And usually when I go on my gut feeling, my shit is correct. Because when you go to somebody's house, we never saw no one walk down no sidewalk, walk to no front door, ring no doorbell. None of that shit. All we saw was a bedroom door. Somebody unlocked the door, and you could tell the door was locked. So, allegedly, my god, grandkids are in that mansion in a locked room while there's a whole fucking inappropriate, unsupervised. Well, let me just bring receipt number 1. Put a 1 in chat if you agree with me. Put a 1 in the chat if you heard of the YMCA. I'm going to bring receipts today. You need to fucking stop playing with me and subscribe to my goddamn channel. Y'all need to share my damn video. Y'all need to fucking stop playing with me. If you know anything about the YMCA, it is against the law. No matter where your YMCA is, no matter what state you in the fucking USA, if you put your kids in the YMCA during summertime, day camp, holiday camp, where you're paying your hard-earned money, there are so many kids allowed per counselor. The counselor have to at least be 16 or older, but it still gotta be a whole adult, 18 or older, over the fucking counselor. You are not allowed to have more than 5 or 6 kids. Stay with me now. Make it make sense. When you put your kids in the YMCA or any camp, they will tell you there is an adult counselor assigned to so many kids. Well, make this shit make sense. How can a whole fucking grown-up have a whole fucking raid house party with a fucking group of kids? And it's 19 and 20 of them, and it's only one motherfucking adult there. Make this shit make sense. So if the YMCA got to apply by the fucking rule, why the hell can a whole fucking fucked up clown ass father, how the hell can he get away with the bullshit? Like I said, you got all this shit is all for manipulation, for views, content, and money. And that damn video need to be taken the fuck down. Because if we could watch a fucking video where a whole fucking father could just have a random raid party in his fucking house with a bunch of kids underage, 19 plus children. And they're not his fucking relatives. 19 plus children running around partying. But we gonna make the YMCA, not the YMCA that does shit for the community. Not the YMCA that have a fucking business license. Not the YMCA where counselors and workers go to school and go to training to work with children and have certificates. Why are they required to only work with so many teens at a time, but we just watch a whole fucking video that they didn't give a fuck. It was a goddamn man child. Oh, stay with me. Got kicked out the fucking Navy, allegedly. Got fired for stealing at the fucking casino. Abandoned the DNA. Came to Vegas and lived off a mom and a grandmother and her 3 fucking kids for 8 and 9 years. Pull up at a pull up and a drop off to pick up kids and waving a fucking gun several of times. Was stalked, based on what a clown say, was stalked and hunted down like a dog and shot 2 times in the left thigh, 2 times in the right thigh. Because allegedly the clown said he was rich and famous, but yet he has the potential, the authority, he has the skills to supervise 19 plus kids and the fucking wrenching mansion. Where the fuck is CPS? How long is it gonna take for the police to show up at that goddamn door? Because I want to know what the fuck is going on. I know they say what happened in Vegas stayed in Vegas, but that's some fucked up shit. That's unbelievable. So see, I just brought receipt that somebody just violated a fucking law. I just brought receipts that it's illegal to house any type of event with so many preteens and you don't have enough supervision. See, shout out to Funny Mike. I could name the adults in his video. You got Mama Jones. Shout out to you, Mama Jones. Shout out to Papa Jones. Shout out to Rooney. All Jay, all these grown-ups, all in his video. Plenty of supervision. See, there we go. There's a fucking clown. We always want to go the cheap way, the easy way. We always want to be manipulative. He don't give a fuck. He gonna always go the cheap way, the illegal way. You know, it's almost like a fucking clown was just born that way and he always gonna be that way. And ain't shit gonna change about it. I'm just spilling the tea. Don't get mad with me. I'm in it to protect innocent children. I'm in it to make sure justice is done right. Shout out you to Mama Joan. Mama Joan did a live, you guys, the other day. And I like when Mama Joan said, she don't play by her kids. She said, even though her kids are grown, and Funny Mike, I hope you are okay, or your brother. She said that one of the kids, even though they're grown, they still her kids. See, that's a good grandmama, a good mama. You don't stop being, see, the real way. A real mama don't never stop being a mama, no matter how old the kids are on the abandoned, fucked up ass mama. Stop being a mama when they fucking want to. But a real mama, we in it, baby. From the beginning to the end. So shout out to whoever, hopefully you okay. Be safe, Funny Mike. I ain't gonna lead you astray, baby. Shout out to you for the Diamond Award. Shout out to you for your channel. But baby, I need you to thread slowly, gracefully, and cautiously. You got your queen, you got your family, you got your kids, you're making your money. Cut that party down a little bit. I'm just saying, listen to your mama. Listen to Mama Jones. You got to know when to slow it up. Because you got a lot of people want a piece of that pie. This shit is real. And like I say, Mama Jones say she don't play by her. See, y'all thought Sweet Teacup was the only one. I'm not the only one. I'm going to pull the fuck up. Y'all thought Royalty Mama was the only one. My daughter going so motherfucking well, she could be 80. I'm pulling my old 100-year-old ass up. I'm pulling the fuck up, wheelchair, cane, teeth, dentures, and fucking all. I'm pulling the fuck up. Don't play with me. And like I say, shout out to Mama Jones. And like I say, I did not know she had 12 grandkids. What an amazing grandmother. And I like what she said when she said, Someone, I guess, allegedly came to her chat, and you know, you always got people. Most people that come to the internet or say to anyone, why you always keeping those kids? Because nobody keep your motherfucking kids. Ain't her fault that your mama ain't no goddamn real grandmama and a good grandmama. A real grandmother like Mama Jones and myself, we gonna keep our motherfucking kids. I only got one, but baby, if I had 12, I'm gonna keep it all 12. Cause let me tell you something about grandkids. Grandkids allow you to go through life 3 times. You go through life the first time with yourself. You go through life the second time through your children. Now you got the blessing to go 3rd time. Bitch, stop playing with me. I'm gonna see the prom again. I'm gonna see all that shit. 3 times, baby. Grandkids keep you alive. Well, think about it. This is just my opinion. Think about all the old people that go to a nursing home. Look how long their lifespan lasts when they're in the nursing home. But ask yourself, when you talked about a grandmama and be like, damn, that grandma always keeping them grandkids. Grandma still be kicking. Grandma be 80, 90, 100. Them damn kids, baby, gonna keep that heart a ticket. Because see, God is a bless for God. God knows that those grandkids need that grandma. And God is gonna have grandma there for the kids. But you out there doing the most, and you don't even know how to be a fucking mother or fucking grandmother. Good luck on your time span. Good luck. I'm just saying. Don't get mad with me. So you guys, I just had to come to the live. I wanted to talk about the tea. I love you guys. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. I humbly appreciate you. And like I said, you guys, you know, I'm always in the bushes. Shout out to you again, baby girl. I love you, my goddaughter, baby Royalty. I love all my God kids. I love all my God grandkids. Shout out to you guys. Shout out to my first little God family. Yes, stop fucking playing with me. That's DDG, my little mermaid, and Hayla. Period. I love you guys, and I'll talk to you later.